Hello, my name is Eric Bear, and I'm the community manager here at Holo. And today I am here with Tats, our community organizer volunteer in Japan, or one of them, but a leading one, who has been volunteering for Holochain for ages now and doing all sorts of really cool stuff. And Tats, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
My name is Tatsuya Sato, and I'm originally from the Philippines. And I originally got interested in the decentralized technology through my friend Ross because he invited me to a fintech event, and we pitched the issuance system using blockchain there. And also, I got familiar with some of the projects in the Philippines that uses blockchain. And yeah, so that's how I got familiar with it. And then my friend who introduced me to the idea comp was getting really into Holochain, and it inspired me to take a look at the technology. And now I'm really obsessed about the unique architecture of Holochain. Yeah, and after I graduated, I came back to Japan with my because of my dad's influence as well, because he's been in the software industry for 40 years. And so I immediately returned here and started my software development company. And now we develop mobile apps and web apps for our client while we study Holochain every day, and how we can use it to design a new concept for on Holochain.
Awesome. And your company's name?
My company's name is Umeville, and we also have a company in the Philippines. It's called Beyonder.
Great. And um, so, so you got connected from Russ, who ran
Yeah.
the first meetup in the Philippines in Manila. And what is it that you've been doing?
Mostly I've been translating some of the material that some of the information that Holochain releases, and we always we post it on our website in umeville.com, and we also have a Twitter page for timely updates. And we're also now translating the dev pulses of the Holochain. And yeah, our ultimate goal is to come up with a Holochain book where we can um, publish it so that people can read it and understand the technology of Holochain.
Awesome. Awesome. And you're gonna be repping Holochain at the Rust conference.
Oh yeah. Sorry, forgot to mention that.
That's all right.
This October we're gonna have a Rust Tokyo. I mean, Rust will have a Rust Tokyo conference, and yeah, we hope to represent Holochain there and introduce the technology to the Japanese developers. And yeah, I hope it's gonna be exciting. And also we're planning a dev dinner and a meetup, and we're gonna have it in a few months here in Tokyo, the first one. And yeah, so we're also really excited with that. And yeah, sorry, one more thing, which is we're also in the conceptual stage of trying to come up with our own apps. It's like a social forum style. We call it the Idobat forum, where people can freely exchange their ideas without having censored, or having the fear of getting getting their personal information used without their consent. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing with my team.
Excellent. And can you share with us a little bit about the story in Japan, like what the story of Holochain in Japan is as you see it?
Yeah. Well, I think because in Japan right now, how should I say this? Okay, here. So in Japan, the handling of personal information by companies has been really regarded as a problem since like 2014, and there have been questions about how the centralized accumulation of personal information by companies and their commercial usage of it is ethical or not and whatnot, and often without really clear explanation to the users. So there's one example there where in this major rental video store got all the personal information of their members, and they sell it to undisclosed third parties, often without their consent. So yeah, all I just want to say is in Japan, there's been a trend wherein these personal misusage of their personal identities has been a real problem, and the government's been trying to regulate these companies with the similar legislature like that of GDPR, and I see Holochain perfectly fit into this picture because Holochain really tries to have a paradigm shift in how we handle personal information. We give back the identity to the users, the agents, instead of it being controlled by these major IT companies. So, in the next couple of years, I think if we can bring Holochain into the adoption by many, then yeah, I think people will start to realize the benefits of Holochain and start using it.
Awesome. Thanks, Tats. I think my last question is, the first thing I want to say before my question is just, I just want to acknowledge how much work you do and how positive you are when you're doing all of this work for the community for those reasons that you're just sharing, to change the way that data privacy and ownership works in Japan and Asia, which is where that powerful motivation comes from. Because I'm always like, wow, that's a lot of motivation. And I'm wondering what lessons or advice you would have that you've got through your experience to share with people who are coming into the community as new volunteers. What would you wish someone told you when you were coming in? That'd be helpful.
I think, well, this is something that I just recently realized too, but Holochain is really something new, and everyone who's been involved with it are also new to it, and no one knows everything about it, and it's normal that you don't know something. And so really, if you're really into this community, new to this community, then I think one advice I could give is to not be shy and not to don't fear the newness of the technology, because everyone in this community is trying to learn it still, and everyone's gonna welcome you to join the community and collaborate and work together and learn more about this technology. Yeah, so actually my company name Umiville is a coined word where it means a collective where everyone's dream come together. And so I see Holochain as I can see myself and I can see my company in that image of Holochain in that aspect, because we're trying to create this one big dream wherein people can freely collaborate and get connected in a totally new way. And yeah, so I mean the street in front of my office is called the Old Tokaido Road, which connects the Tokyo to Kyoto, and there's a lot of tourists here that I see, and to see the historical place. So just watching them go here and have that spirit of collaboration, all that is something really exciting. And I hope all those new members in Holochain will feel the same way when they join the community.
Thank you so much. Totally. Very well said. Well, great. Thank you so much for doing this today, Tat.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pleasure.